So a change of scenery this week on our quest for a 400 non-tip here in the Hunter Classic. We're headed out on Loggers Point, and frankly, whether it's been Timber Gold or Loggers for the past month or so, we've been getting a lot of cool stuff, and I just hope that can continue today. And it doesn't get a whole lot better than starting off with a real solid buck, 175 to 200, coming in with the rest of the group, and maybe the only thing that would be better would be if he was leading the way in. This is going to be real close. We might be able to get away with this, and we're going to try it. Tell you what, I haven't loaded the rifle, or the shotgun with slugs, actually, so you know what? I can't do it. In the fog like this, it's so early, it would be such a shame to spook other stuff that we haven't seen. So what we'll do is we'll accept our loss there, probably go and track that one down and get him, and then I think there were probably two in that group we didn't see. Maybe we'll kind of take the long way around, try to look for tracks, try to see if any others were in there, because they came in like right over top of these rocks, and I think it messed with how they got here. So luckily, not a bad deal at all. It was actually the other buck that grunted, and by the way, he's nowhere near here, but I stopped and decided to call just in case, and we managed to get this guy to come in from the complete opposite direction. The other buck's down there, but not bad. Probably I saw some stickers there, some short tines, probably a 180-ish, but for now what's going to end up being our second buck of the hunt. Pretty decent, still haven't even made it 750 meters, it's 643, and I think this was the better result, 195 actually, better than I thought. But I think that's a much better thing to do than just spook everything in the area with a gunshot. And just for the sake of it, since this guy called too, figure we might as well try to get him down. That's potentially one less track, one less call we got to hear later, anything like that. Must have shot just a touch high there, but we did get single lung. And frankly, that couldn't have gone much better. I mean, a drop shot there obviously would have been great, but to get all three of those in under 25 minutes, considering they spooked when we shot the 100-inch one, pretty solid deal. So now after all that, I think the entire group, I think it was a group of 3 bucks, down here, left lung and tested on that guy, 147 score, and I just saw a whole group of mule deer does in front of us. I think we're just going to fast travel, basically leapfrog them, and go over to this spot here. Usually, there's deer in this area, so I'm going to assume that's not the only thing around. So yet again, we've got one of these situations where there's a bunch of bucks kind of way back, and one that's sneaking in a good bit ahead of them. So 40 meters, don't love that, but if we can drop him, I think it'll go a little better than last time. That was right in the heart. It felt too low, I think, but dropped him. And unlike last time, this is a group of, so far, 4. I don't think they ever travel in 4s. I think 3s happen, obviously solos and 5s. So I'm hoping there's a 5th one somewhere back there, but at this point, honestly, I don't know. We've seen a lot of groups of mule deer over the years, and sometimes I think we haven't figured out, and sometimes I don't. Would like to see one more just to have it confirmed, though. And yet again, no additional bucks. There's these 2 still coming in. That biggest one at least is in the front, and we'll try to get him. What a place to stop. He's decently broadside. If we can make out where the shoulder is here, probably better than trying to get him on the walk coming into the base of the tower. Well, that'll work, and they're still coming in. We'll take whatever we can get. I'm pretty convinced it's either a group of 4 or the 5th one's stuck or something. So we might as well try the same thing here. Maybe let him clear the brush if he'll walk that far. Then as soon as he stops, if he does, we'll try to get him. Otherwise, he's going to turn here. So we may try to get him broadside. Are you serious? We should be able to go 4 for 4 here. And I guess that's all it's going to be. I still keep looking back expecting to see a 5th buck, but I don't really think that's going to happen. So let's see. No way. Same as the other group. Last shot didn't work out. However, if there's going to be a shot that doesn't work out, best to be on the last one. I think it was just a group of 4, or I don't know. I can't think of a time that I've been certain the group of mule deer only had 4. So maybe we look for tracks, depends on where we hit this guy. Hopefully it's going to be single lung, but we'll find out in just a second once we get this out of the way. So there is... Ooh, body blood. Did we hit low? Almost had to have. Got this guy in the heart. 148 score. If this wasn't a heart shot, I'm really not sure what it was for him to drop. And now at this point, we actually have time to kill, waiting for the other one to expire. So yeah, left lung and heart at 42 for him. And it was like the closest shot that we whiffed on. Might as well sit here a minute. So in the meantime, I found something to maybe just kill some time and hopefully have that buck expire. I'm thinking that pheasant probably just hunkered down the grass there. So we'll see if we can get it to flush. If it goes that way, shouldn't be a problem to get a shot at that with the Maisto, other than maybe sun blindness. Love to see those things tumble out of the air after one shot though. And hopefully it's taken long enough to crouch all the way up here, get to where we can get a shot, and then just however long it took to even spot the pheasant. I think with that body shot, especially if we slow track him, he should be expired by the time we get there. So that's going to be a 25 score, actually, better than I thought. We'll definitely take that for a little bonus kill. So all in all, we've now killed 7 bucks in a pheasant. That's still, yeah. Went at a pretty steep angle. I guess we shot a little too low. Ended up missing the lungs completely, but 82 score makes him our smallest buck of the hunt. And now we're way up here in the north. Got a hog calling, but I think we're basically going to try and hunt our way down like this. We'll probably go through the crater. That tends to be a pretty good spot. And then kind of come across and down past all these towers and tripods and stuff like that. It's going to be a lengthy walk. We may fast travel eventually, but I'd like to do mostly just footwork to try to get all the way down. So finally we have another pretty nice mule deer buck, 190 to 215 in fact, and this is just a classic Loggers Point hunt. It's been like an hour since the last thing we shot, that pheasant, and we've just been going this entire time. That is the first grunt that we've had the entire time. There's been no grunts that we're ignoring, anything like that, just stereotypical classic, few and far between. There was a piebald hog, which by the way, is not rare anymore. But make sure that's nothing special. And yeah, at the very least, another pretty quality mule deer buck. Maybe a shot at 200. I think he's going to fall shy. 193, I think again. Wasn't that the score of our second buck? And nonetheless, now 3 hours out here. Has it been? No, it's been 2 hours. I thought it was 1 hour. It's been 2 hours since we've shot anything. But that is the thing about Loggers Point. It gives and it takes away. Mostly taken away today, but last week it gave something huge on stream. Is that an albino coyote? Oh, it's an albino pheasant. No way. Ooh, a big one. Oh my god. That's nuts. How did that happen? Like, if we didn't just stop and sit here, there's no way. Like, we gotta get him out of the air too, because that's a nice pheasant. Right by that shed too. He's got a big tail on him. He might be 27. Just called right there too. Solid weight up to 2.7 kilo. I'm like, just shocked that that's there. That's so cool. This is gonna be a little bit awkward, because what's gonna happen is he's gonna drop down very quickly as he flies down this hill. So hopefully we don't miss. I think I'm gonna run over top of him rather than flush him, just to get like as close as possible. And we'll see if we can get him. There's the flush. There's a tumbling albino pheasant. That's so cool. That is so darn cool. I can't believe that. A Loggers Point albino pheasant. It's gonna be bigger than our Hirschfelden one by a decent bit. So sick. It's gonna be a awesome trophy shot, because the albino pheasants or pheasant models, I mean, are huge, and then as albino, that's gonna be nuts. What do we got? 2.4 kilo, 26.4. Let's go. That's an awesome albino pheasant. Really good sized. That's sweet. I don't think I'm gonna do better than that. Let's go right to there. Yeah, I think that's it. I'm pretty happy with that. Only 26? 26.4 to be precise. I like it. Well, that we're gonna go back to the trophy lodge for. So that was insane, and we are going to end the video here in the Trophy Lodge with this guy, a 26.4 Albino Pheasant. One of my favorite moments on stream ever in the Hunter Classic, thinking that was an albino coyote coming in with the others, and then finding out that it's what is, in my opinion, something way more rare and a good size one like this, is just so cool. And it's Logger's Point in the nutshell. It can be super hit or miss, and like tonight, when it's mostly miss, you can go 2 hours between bucks. Sometimes that happens, but at least we killed some good ones in the process. But how can we not, at least on occasion, keep coming back to Logger's Point? We had the albino mule deer buck and also, I think, a 238 typical in the same hunt. We killed a real nice non-typical whitetail recently. We got our personal best bobcat in the last couple of weeks, and now this, a really good size albino pheasant. This quest for 400 non-tip mule deer has been going on for quite some time, and has provided some really cool kills. This one might be the best thus far though. A really good sized 26.4 albino pheasant added to the lodge, and hopefully there's only going to be more to come. But anyway, that's going to do it for this video. As always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.